أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا إبراهيم أعرض عن هذا إنه قد جاء أمر ربك.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا إبراهيم أعرض عن هذا إنه قد جاء أمر ربك وإنهم آتيهم عذاب غير مردود ولما جاءت رسلنا لوطا سيء بهم وضاق بهم ذرعا وقال هذا يوم عصيب وجاءه قومه يهرعون إليه ومن قبل كانوا يعملون السيئات قال يا قوم هؤلاء بناتي هن أطهر لكم فاتقوا الله ولا تخزون في ضيفي أليس منكم رجل رشيد قالوا لقد علمت ما لنا في بناتك من حق وإنك لتعلم ما نريد قال لو أن لي بكم قوة أو آوي إلى ركن شديد قالوا يا لوط إنا رسل ربك لن يصلوا إليك فأسر بأهلك بقطع من الليل ولا يلتفت منكم أحد إلا امرأتك إنه مصيبها ما أصابهم إن موعدهم الصبح أليس الصبح بقريب
ضربت عليهم الذلة أينما ثقفوا إلا بحبل من الله
ضربت عليهم الذلة أينما ثقفوا إلا بحبل من الله وحبل من الناس وباءوا بغضب من الله وضربت عليهم المسكنة ذلك بأنهم كانوا يكفرون بآيات الله ويقتلون الأنبياء بغير حق ذلك بما عصوا وكانوا يعتدون ليسوا سواء من أهل الكتاب أمة قائمة يتلون آيات الله آناء الليل وهم يسجدون يؤمنون بالله واليوم الآخر ويأمرون بالمعروف وينهون عن المنكر ويسارعون في الخيرات وأولئك من الصالحين وما يفعلوا من خير فلن يكفروه والله عليم بالمتقين
لن يستنكف المسيح أن يكون عبدا لله ولا الملائكة المقربون
لن يستنكف المسيح عيسى بن لن يستنكف المسيح عيسى بن لن يستنكف المسيح أن يكون عبدا لله ولا الملائكة المقربون ومن يستنكف عن عبادته ويستكبر فسيحشرهم إليه جميعا فأما الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات فيوفيهم أجورهم ويزيدهم من فضله وأما الذين استنكفوا واستكبروا وأما الذين استنكفوا واستكبروا فيعذبهم عذابا أليما في الدنيا وأما الذين استنكفوا واستكبروا فيعذبهم عذابا أليما ولا يجدون لهم من دون الله وليا ولا نصيرا يا أيها الناس قد جاءكم برهان من ربكم وأنزلنا إليكم نورا مبينا فأما الذين آمنوا بالله واعتصموا به فسيدخلهم في رحمة منه وفضل ويهديهم إليه صراطا مستقيما
ولله غيب السماوات والأرض ولله غيب السماوات والأرض وما أمر الساعة إلا كلمح البصر أو هو أقرب
ولله غيب السماوات والأرض وما أمر الساعة إلا كلمح البصر أو هو أقرب إن الله على كل شيء قدير والله أخرجكم من بطون أمهاتكم لا تعلمون شيئا وجعل لكم السمع والأبصار والأفئدة وجعل لكم السمع والأبصار والأفئدة لعلكم تشكرون ألم يروا إلى الطير مسخرات في جو السماء ما يمسكهن إلا الله إن في ذلك لآيات للمؤمنين إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يؤمنون والله جعل لكم من بيوتكم سكنا وجعل لكم من جلود الأنعام بيوتا وجعل لكم من جلود الأنعام بيوتا تستخفونها يوم ظعنكم ويوم إقامتكم ومن أصوافها وأوبارها وأشعارها أثاثا ومتاعا إلى حين
Please open your Quran and recite Surah Yunus, verse 57.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. يا أيها الناس قد جاءتكم موعظة من ربكم وشفاء لما في الصدور وهدى ورحمة للمؤمنين.
Thank you. Please translate the following vocabularies. Ja'atkum,
have come to you.
maw'izatun,
Introduction. Or
what?
introduction.
As-sudur,
As-sudur, the breast.
breath.
The breast.
Wahuda,
Wahuda, and the guidance.
lil mu'minin,
Lil mu'minin, to the believers.
please explain the munasabah between this verse to the previous ayat.
After Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned about He is powerful and about He is the author and the creator, and all in the heaven and the earth will be returned to Him. Next, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue mentioned that Allah who creates everything, and Allah create Al-Quran to introduction the people to bring them to be a good believers.
Create, yeah, Allah creates. Do you think this verse has sabab nuzul?
I didn't find.
Please do the tafsir of the verse.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya ayyuhan nasu qad ja'atkum maw'izatun min rabbikum wa shifaa'un lima fis sudur wa hudan wa rahmatun lil mu'minin. In this verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned to all mankind, O mankind, Allah said to all mankind to warn them and to take the lesson from everything, the sign that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned to the believers. O Prophet Muhammad said to all who believe in Allah and the messenger, who believe to the angel, who believe the day of resurrection, who believe the determination of Allah. قَدْ جَاءَتْكُمْ مَوْعِظَةٌ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ. Allah give to the believers the glad tidings to them. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send down قَدْ جَاءَتْكُمْ according to Tafsir Ibn Kathir, قَدْ جَاءَتْكُمْ, it refers to Al-Quran. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed Quran to the messenger, and when Allah sent down Quran as a proof to the messenger and deliver Quran to all of mankind in this world, maw'idah. So Quran is as maw'idah, as introduction, as a book that the mankind can take the ruler, can take the lesson, can take everything from Quran. Such as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in verse Al-Isra, وَنُنَزِّلُ مِنَ الْقُرْآنِ مَا هُوَ شِفَاءٌ وَرَحْمَةٌ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ. And we have sent down Quran, مَا هُوَ شِفَاء. Quran is a healing to mankind. وَرَحْمَةٌ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ. And also Quran is the mercy. And also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala strengthened that Quran is the guidance, Quran to guide the mankind to strike path. Such as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in Surah Al-Isra, Inna hadha al-Qur'ana yahdi lillati hiya aqwam. Indeed, this Al-Quran guide the mankind to the strike path. And also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala strengthened that Quran to be guidance to all of mankind who believe in Allah and who create Quran, they will be happy. And who create Quran, Allah will give them the reward in the day after. And everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent down in Quran, this is no doubt. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in Surah Al-Baqarah, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابِ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ. This is Quran, and no doubt in it. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also mentioned Al-Quran is shifa, healing. So, whoever from mankind who have illness or they have difficult in their life, so when they come back to Quran, that is healing for them. Such as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the beginning surah of Al-Baqarah, Hudan lil muttaqin, the guidance of the righteousness people. And next Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned, الَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ وَيُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ. And after Quran guides the mankind and guides the righteousness, and also who believe in Quran and who healing with Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will increase them the truth and belief. And also who do righteousness, they also doing and perform as-salah, and also yu'tuna zakah, or wa mimma razaqnahum yunfikun, and also they give, or they giving charity to the poor, to the orphan, and etc. And next, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned Al-Quran is guidance, such as I have explained before in the previous, and wa rahmah, and Al-Quran also rahmah, mercy. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send down the Quran as a rahmah, as a mercy to the mankind, to whoever believe in Allah and whoever believe to Kitab or Al-Quran, such as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the next verses, قُلْ بِفَضْلِ اللَّهِ وَبِرَحْمَتِهِ فَبِذَلِكَ فَلْيَفْرَحُوا. Allah sent to the all of believers the bounty. فَلْيَفْرَحُوا. فَلْيَفْرَحُوا. So the believers must to be happy and to be satisfied. هُوَ خَيْرٌ مِمَّا يَجْمَعُونَ. Because the mercy from the Quran, خَيْرٌ مِمَّا يَجْمَعُونَ, it is better than all of the things that you get in this life. And Al-Quran also rahmatul lil mu'minin. Al-Quran, after Al-Quran introduction and guiding the people who believe in Allah and everything that Allah has sent down to the messenger, it also Al-Quran rahmah lil mu'minin. Al-Quran, the mercy to the believers, and Al-Quran will bring the believers to be a successful person in the life and the hereafter, and Allah will give them the best reward in the hereafter, because they also commit with Quran in their life.
Yeah. Please answer the following questions. What are the 4 principles of life described in this verse?
4 principles that describe in this verse. The first, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in general that Al-Quran is the best to guide the mankind, to guide the believers. And Al-Quran also directly, intermediately sent down to the messenger. And Al-Quran is not up in here. So who put Quran as a guidance in their life, they will be happy. And secondly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned Al-Quran is a healing. So whoever reading Quran, reciting Quran, they will feel happy. And Allah also mentioned
Number 3. Yeah.
And third, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned Al-Quran is the guidance. Al-Quran guide the mankind to the straight path. And Al-Quran rahmatul lil mu'minin, the mercy that the believers can take the lesson from Quran.
Yeah, lessons. Following question. Why is Al-Quran called Mau'izatun? Please explain.
Al-Quran called Mau'izah because Al-Quran, the content of the Quran is mau'izah, introduction. And the content in Quran, most of content in Quran to introduction people, to introduction mankind, the rule, what they should to do, what is the right, and what is the false thing. So Al-Quran is mau'izah that the mankind should to take the Quran, should to follow the Quran when they want to make decision in their life.
Okay, you said Mau'izah has introduction. What is Mau'izah Hasanah?
Mau'izatun hasanah, the introduction to the right or the better things.
Following question. What is Al-Quran? Why is Al-Quran called Shifa'un? Please explain.
Why Al-Quran called Shifa'un? Because, such as according to this verse, Al-Quran called Shifa'un because Al-Quran can give the life of the heart with the darkness heart. So Al-Quran is Shifa. Such as Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala mentioned, وَنُنَزِّلُ مِنَ الْقُرْآنِ مَا هُوَ شِفَاءُ وَرَحْمَةٌ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Al-Quran Shifa, the healing. Al-Quran is the medicine to the believers. So Al-Quran it's called Shifa.
Next question. Al-Quran is the remedy for inner diseases. Please mention them.
Pardon me.
Al-Quran is the remedy for inner diseases. Please mention them.
Al-Quran for inner disease. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala also sent down the Quran as a medicine or for inner disease, because in the Quran, Quran not also guide the mankind in their life, but Quran bring all mankind under the hereafter. So the Quran not only guide the people only in this world, but bring the people to the great happiness and bring the people to be a greater to be a great person, to be al-fawzul azim, to be a successful person in this world and the hereafter.
We have two more questions. Does the Quran become guidance and mercy for these believers? Please clarify your answer.
Pardon me?
I repeat. Does the Quran become guidance and mercy for these believers? Please clarify your answer.
Quran to these believers. Mercy. I think the disbelievers believe that Quran is mercy and Quran is the guidance. But Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala has sealed their heart. Ulaika alladhina taba'a Allahu ala qulubihim wa sam'ihim wa absarihim. The disbelievers, they make sure only on their mouth that Quran is the guidance, but they do not believe in their inner heart. So the introduction from Quran is not feel or not touch their heart, and Allah ulaika alladzina taba'allahu ala qulubihim. Because of that, definitely Allah seal their heart because they do not the true believers.
They are disbelievers.
They are
Last question. Please tell us the lessons that we may take benefit from the verse.
okay. So the lesson that we can take from this verse. Firstly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down the Quran to the messenger. So we are the believers should take the benefit that Allah has sent on to us and to the messenger, because Al-Quran is the best and Allah and the better ruler that we can take as a introduction to our life. And secondly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in this verse, we have or we must to take Quran as a healing in our daily activity. And the third, we the believers, when we have difficulty in our life, we must take Quran, reciting Quran, and we must to take the lesson from Quran. So Quran will guide us to the straight way. Quran will bring us to be a successful person in the world and in the hereafter.
Yeah.
That's all.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
Sadaqallahul Azim.